Pisces, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 9th of August, or as always, whenever you find me, that is perfectly fine too. In either case, I do hope this reading finds you well. You had a pretty amazing reading last week, so tapping into other dimensions. Oh, it looks like it might still be happening, Pisces. All right, I did just get a flash of light in the room as well, so extra confirmation. We've got the crown chakra. Okay, so you really are stepping things up, Pisces. This is gorgeous. Okay, no, I'm being told that's all we need for that deck. Okay, thank you. Now also looking for a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck, and going to take those two, but not third. Thank you. Again, these are messages I'm receiving from my guides and source. So in terms of which cards I take, which I don't. Okay, so Pisces, we have Cordelia, and the words on the card, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Now, interesting. All right. And we have Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Okay, beautiful. All right, before I do move on to a card from the Rider-Waite Smith deck as well, I do just want to hold up these three cards to the camera for you, and just to kind of show you that overall theme of colouring that's going on there. Obviously, we've got this violet indigo colouring that's sort of coming through in each of the cards there. So it is this extra confirmation that you really are leveling up, if you will. Okay. Yeah, I really do like that. I do want to say with this Cordelia go outside card, I feel like this is also a message for me. All right, in my part of the world, it's been raining for about 8 weeks solid. It's been difficult to go outside, and I have really missed it, because when you go outside, for me, my special place is the beach. It's the ocean. When you go outside, that is the best place for you to connect in with source, connect in with, and whether that source you see as external to you, or whether you see source as an extension of yourself or a part of yourself. Okay, so whatever it is, that being in nature really does help us to connect in with source. Obviously, the Mary Magdalene message, you know, we can all do with this reminder that we lead through life, I guess, from this place of unconditional love. And it is important to remember that is always a place of unconditional love for ourselves first, before we can give it to others as well. So from the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot deck, we have the Knight of Cups as well. For some of my Pisces, this could indicate a offer of romance coming in for some of you as well. Okay, so I won't get too far into that message because it is sort of on its own in terms of the other messages. So that may only be relevant for some of you that are watching. Okay, so the bulk of the reading, I'm going to be using the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chrisanne. And I did also want to say I have done a Lionsgate portal energy reading for the collective. It's also on the channel if you are interested in that. If you are watching the reading on the day it's uploaded on the 9th of August, this energy will be felt, the Lionsgate energy will be felt right through until around about the 12th of August. And it's an extremely powerful manifesting time, and it's a time for you to step into your inner Leo and step into your place of power and authentic self. Okay, so if any of that resonates with you, thank you, guides. Do drop in and have a look at that collective reading. Okay, so the most important thing that did come out through that reading is, because it's such a powerful manifestation portal, do be very mindful of your thoughts and words and energy you're putting out to the universe, because what we're putting out is what we're going to get back, and that may be twofold, threefold, etc., tenfold. Right, let's have a look at what's going on for you. You've got the energy coming into the start of the week as the Five of Wands. I actually feel like this is an energy that is obviously not from well, not obviously, but the message coming through is it's not from last week. This is a more of an extended period of time where you sort of feel like there's been this kind of tussle, and I want to say it's almost been a power struggle, but I don't like the idea of power struggles, but I feel like there's this idea of tussling back and forward, and I feel like it's you trying to find your feet, trying to find your solid ground here. So here you are, we're standing on stilts here, and so it can be difficult for you to really get a strong grounded stance while you're feeling a little bit insecure, you're feeling a little bit up in the air. So I do feel like this is an energy that may have been been going on for, and I'm getting like from 6 months even right through to the last 2 years, and that's quite possible given the environment that our world has been in for the last 2 years or so. So you may have been struggling with certain aspects of that. You may have felt like you didn't have a firm handle on what was going on. There may have been a little bit of conflict with some people around maybe some of your beliefs as well. Okay. So let's leave that energy behind and let's step into this beautiful unconditional love. You're tapping into your source connection and, hey, maybe new romance if you're looking, all right? Okay. The energy moving out of the week is the Three of Cups. This is a very fortuitous energy moving forward. Now, again, this is a potential future energies. So this could be next week, next month, next year. Again, I see it as a longer term thing. I don't see it as a next week energy for you. I do see it as, again, 3 to 6 months probably time frame. And this is where you are going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating probably with some like-minded folk. You're going to be celebrating the hard work that you've done. You're going to be celebrating the fact that you have maintained a positive attitude through some of the darkness, okay? And as I said, some of the stuff that we have faced in the last couple of years has been challenging to maintain a positive vibe, okay? But the message that's coming through is that if we can just keep hanging in there, it'd be interesting if we get the Star card. That's the sense that's coming through. So hold the faith, okay? There is going to be a time, 3 to 6 months time. I know it sounds like a long time, but we've already done some hard yards. So 3 to 6 months time, there's going to be a time where we can celebrate, where we can go, I just want to relax my shoulders, okay? And just drop the shoulders, take the pressure off and say, look, we did it, all right? So whatever that means for you, I do feel like it's going to be a different meaning for each of you, or each of us, I should say. But so do take it as it resonates. I do feel like you'll know what this is in relation to. So the next 4 cards do sit loosely in certain positions, but I don't hold hard and fast to their positioning. I do take the messages as they come out in terms of the overall message and the intuitive messages from my guides and source. So let's see what we've got. So that first card out is, as I said, loosely in the position of obstacles and blocks, gifts and strengths. So the Empress here, obviously, this is leaning into the gifts and strengths for us this week. And the Empress is about holding that, here we go, mothering energy, okay? Holding that space of unconditional love. It's about nurturing. It's about providing a warm and nurturing, I think I said before nurturing is the energies coming through, or maybe that was the previous reading, that was Scorpio's reading, the word nurturing was coming through. The Empress is also about creating new things, okay? So this could be, again, however you want to interpret it, whether you are literally creating a new baby, okay? So there could be pregnancy or newborns, or a mothering role that you are stepping into. Absolutely, particularly with that Mary Magdalene card, as I said. So that could be the case for some of my Pisces, but for others it could be you might be creating a new business or a new way of living as well. Okay, so however it resonates, there is this idea of creation. It's this idea of birthing new things. The other thing that's coming out for me very strongly on that card is the number of butterflies. Okay, so there's an abundance of butterflies. And obviously we think of the butterflies as having done that cocoon time. And when you're in the cocoon and it's dark and it's cold and you don't know what's going on, you're turning into a pile of mush, but you don't understand that you are going to come out the butterfly. So this is a bit of a reminder maybe for some of us, if we are or have been in that cocoon space, to again hold the faith. The star card's coming through very clearly. Hold that faith that we're going to get to this point of celebration, this Three of Cups, okay? Oh, that's too many, but I'm told this one. Thank you, guides. We have the Three of Wands. This card has come up in so many readings this week, okay? I do feel like this is a collective energy for us. So we are all possibly looking to expand our horizons. Maybe we're looking to see what else is out there, okay? So for some of us, this could be a physical move. It could be a move because this is sitting, again, loosely in the position of career and finances. This could be a move for a job, or it could be a move of jobs, even if you're not wanting to move house or move physical locations. It could be a move in a career path. It could be a move in jobs. It could be a move in how you accumulate finances, resources, etc. So, as I said, do take it as it resonates, but there has been this idea of movement for many people. Obviously, this idea of expanding your horizons. Okay, as I said, that's come up in a lot of the readings. So the next card I'm going to be looking at is a card that's going to represent health. And this is health in terms of body, mind, and soul. So let's see what we've got. Thank you. I've got two cards. Let me just get some guidance on that. Okay. I am being told this one and this one. Okay. So in terms of health, you have the Hanged Man. Now, I do feel like this is relevant to the message I'm getting through, is that this is a message for some of you in terms of physical health, for some of you in terms of mental and emotional health. And the message is the same. The message is to take a new perspective on things. So if that's a physical health concern maybe that you've got, that there's something that is just niggling away that you're like, not really sure about that, take a new perspective on it. Maybe even see if you can gain some enlightenment on it. You're not sure if you can see there the halo of sun light from his crown chakra. See if you can get another perspective on it. Now, for some of you, obviously that may be in your connection to source, but I obviously don't want to ignore the fact that if it's a physical condition, that new perspective that you gain may actually warrant seeing a medical practitioner. Okay, so obviously I'm not a medical practitioner, so if there is anything that is concerning you on the physical level, then please do get that checked out. Maybe take a new perspective from somebody else's point of view. So the Hangman is about seeing things from a new perspective, getting a new point of view on things. Okay, so as I said, if it's physical, you may call in some additional help for that, and you may even connect in, if you're confident to do that, connect in with source, and maybe even if it's getting some guidance on which is going to be the best practitioner for you. Okay, so as I said, I don't want to take away from going out and getting that medical help if you need it. So for others of you, this fresh perspective, this new perspective is maybe on your mental and physical health, your mental and physical state of being. So again, the message coming through is this new perspective. It's this new, I'm coming into that idea of vibration again, because the bat here uses he finds his way through the dark by way of almost like a sonic navigation system. So it's this idea of tapping into other energies to help us navigate through. So that energy for some of you might, as I said, may well be tapping into source, tapping into intuitive wisdoms, and finding that guidance, finding how you can reach a new place. The other thing that's coming through for some of you is this idea of a new magic, okay? So this that here is hanging upside down. He's virtually only just touching that that branch that's above him. So he's really kind of hovering there almost by magic. So there is this idea of using your, or stepping into a new level of frequency, if you will, and tapping in to a new level of magic and vibration, okay, where you can not only take a new perspective on things, get a fresh look at things, but you can incorporate and draw on some additional magic, unseen energies, if you will. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I know it will, because we talked last week about tapping into other dimensions. So those of you who enjoy that reading, I know you understand where I'm going with that. The final card out we have here is the Queen of Swords, and this is in the position of relationships. I do feel like in terms of relationships, there could be the necessity for you to communicate clearly on a particular issue. The other thing that's coming up is the Queen of Swords, is that there may be this idea of a justice that is brought through, a justice or a victory in terms of relationships. You know, that sounds like there's a winner and a loser, but I feel like it's not that. I feel like it's almost a karmic justice, if you will. You know, she's here in this particular card, you know, it's a very gentle Queen of Swords energy. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a little bit kind of cutthroat and sharp-tongued, etc. But being the owl that's depicted in this Queen of Swords card, it really is kind of leaning into, it's more of a gentle, wise communication that she employs. So I do feel like if there's any discussions that need to be had around relationships, I do feel like you can come from that place, from this gentle wisdom place, rather than the harsh tongue that can sometimes come with the Queen of Swords. So as I said, this also could be a karmic readjustment, if you will, of relationships. All right, so she's holding that sword. She can smoothly cut out what no longer is serving her. Okay, so that's the other message that is coming through. There may be a bit of cutting out of relationships maybe that don't support you, is the word that's coming through. Okay. All right, my darling friends. This is, again, pretty much all good for you. Just having a quick look, see if anything else is dropping through for us. I do think that is all that's coming through, so I will leave it there. If you are at all drawn, have a look at the Lionsgate Portal collective reading that is also on the channel. And I do hope you have enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.